Hi, I'm Keith and welcome to my art studio, where today I have this guy. I started something new. I'm doing faces now because I wanted to practice. If I'm going to have a tutorial channel, I need to learn myself. So I'm learning how to do this. It's colored pencil. It took me about maybe 3 or 4 hours to do this. Since I started colored pencils, I've gotten better and better with practice. So you know practice helps. Practice makes permanent. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how I made this guy. He was fun. The pencil work, getting skin tones was tricky, but I'm starting to get it now, and I'm very happy with this picture. If you have a chance, please like and subscribe to my channel and give me some comments and let me know what you think of this. So if you're ready, here we go.
Step 1. The initial sketch. All right, let's do this. That first line can feel like the scariest part, but we're going to make it easy. We are not aiming for a perfect photorealistic sketch. Please think of this as creating a map for our colors. Grab a light graphite pencil, like a 2H, or even a light gray colored pencil. We're just blocking in the basic shapes of the teacup, an oval for the top, another for the base, and a slight C shape for the handle. Don't press hard. These are just guidelines. If your lines are wobbly or you have to sketch them a few times to get the shape right, that's fine. Seriously. Pro artists do this all the time. The goal here isn't a single perfect line, but a shape that you recognize. And think of it this way, your drawing doesn't have to be perfectly accurate to be beautiful. Sometimes a little mistake can lead to a more interesting and unique piece in the end. Once you're satisfied with the basic shapes, gently erase any unnecessary lines, leaving a faint outline. This is our canvas. Step 2. Choosing your colors. Now for the magic. Our prompt is surreal colors, which means we're throwing the rulebook out the window. A teacup doesn't have to be white or have little flowers on it. It can be the color of a galaxy, a sunset, or a fantasy forest. Look at your pencils and choose a few colors that excite you. I'm going with a celestial theme, deep blues, vibrant purples, a pop of magenta, and some gold for a bit of sparkle. A great way to start is by choosing a light color, a medium one, and a dark one. This simple trio will help us create a feeling of depth. Before you touch your main drawing, grab a scrap piece of the same paper. Let's swatch our colors. See how they look. Layer them a little bit. How does that blue look on top of the purple? What happens when you add magenta? This little test takes the guesswork out and makes you feel way more confident when you start on the real thing. Layering and blending, the heart of the process. This is where your artwork really comes to life. The #1 mistake beginners make with colored pencils is not using enough layers. They press way too hard, way too soon, which flattens the paper's texture and makes it impossible to add more color. We're going to avoid that by working in light, patient layers. Let's start with our lightest color. Holding your pencil at an angle, gently add a smooth, even layer of color inside your teacup. Don't push down hard. We're just whispering the color onto the paper. You should still see the white of the paper showing through. That's precisely what we want. Now, grab your mid-tone color. Let's decide on a light source. I'm imagining the light is coming from the top right. So our shadows will be on the bottom and left side of the cup. With the same light pressure, add your mid-tone color to the shadow areas, directly on top of the first layer. See what's happening? The colors are starting to mix right before your eyes. Now, go back in with your first color and gently blend the edge where the two colors meet. Just keep repeating this process. Add your darkest color in the deepest shadows, always with light pressure. Then, go back with your lighter colors to blend and smooth everything out. This is a slow, meditative process, so don't rush it. Colored pencil art takes time. Enjoy the feeling of building up that rich color. If you start to feel frustrated, take a break. Step away for a few minutes. You'll be amazed at what a difference fresh eyes can make. This is the final flourish, the little bit of spice that makes your artwork truly stand out. Sharpen your pencils so they have a nice, fine point. Let's define the edges of the teacup. Use your darkest color to create a crisp line around the handle and the rim. That contrast will make the drawing feel more solid and 3D. For highlights, here's a cool trick called impressing. Take a dried-out ballpoint pen or an embossing tool and gently draw where you want your brightest highlights to be, like on the rim of the cup. This creates a little dent in the paper. Now when you color over it, the pencil pigment skips over the dent, leaving a perfect crisp highlight. You can also use a white-colored pencil to add softer highlights or to blend areas even more. Don't be afraid to add a final, bold dash of your brightest color to make the piece sing. This is your masterpiece. Make it yours.